The comic would open up with Tails inside the garage of Tom and Maddie, as he has a sheet over something that he is working on. Unit tells Tails that he's almost done with the recent tests, however he mentions that there's one part still missing for the device, a steering wheel, for it to fully work. Tails begins to think how to get the part since he's new to Earth, and that, well, he doesn't know how to really get it. Luckily, Tom tells him that there is a place in Green Hills called Metal Madness Car Store, and it has a lot of car parts, if that's what he's looking for. Tails likes the sound of this, and Tom offers to help him out. Tails accepts and the two head off. As the two arrive at the car shop, Tom introduces Tails to Chuck, an old man who shares an interest in making all kinds of devices, from technology to old woodwork. Chuck and Tails bond over this a little bit, and Chuck decides to give Tails a bit of a tour of his shop, showing off all of the many different things he's done. Tails is quite astonished by all of this, as he's never known someone to make all of this on Earth. Tom then mentions about why they're here, and that they're looking for a particular part. Chuck asks, what's the part? To which Tails says it's a steering wheel, in particular, a very unique model. Chuck says he has that model, and that it's the only one left. However, as he goes to get it, they all hear some noises outside. Notices that the noise is coming from the massive area where he goes to fix cars from, and as he goes over there to try and see what's going on, he is shocked in what he's seeing. Right in front of him is none other than a bunch of buzz bombers and egg drones stealing all parts of machinery. He sees the wheel that Tails wants and quickly grabs it. However, before he can make an escape, he notices the entire car shop roof gets pulled upwards by a bunch of badniks. Tom and Tails notice this already. Tails jumps in and fires some devices to take out some of the drone badniks. Meanwhile, Tom evacuates the customers while dealing with some of the other drones that are stopping in the way. Tails would then chase the remaining drones to get the parts back. However, a bunch of egg drones in the sky prepare their weapons and fire down below on the building, blowing up the Metal Madness car shop, causing it to burst into flames, with all the customers outside being shocked and surprised. The egg drones then turn away and retreat, with a bunch of bags of parts and everything else remaining. However, Chuck looks around, now holding the wheel, but unfortunately a bunch of egg drones notice this and take him hostage and fly high above the sky, carrying him upwards, with him screaming for his life. Tails notices this and flies upwards to try and help his friend. Luckily, the egg drones drop Chuck, which causes him to fall. Luckily, Tails grabs him at the last minute. Tails then throws his boomerang device to take out two of the remaining badniks, with only a couple of them escaping. After Tails lands down below, everyone around him starts cheering. Tom congratulates Tails on his heroic actions, and Chuck is happy to see that everyone is okay, especially Tails. However, he begins to feel sad, as he walks around noticing that his shop, that has been running for 30 years, is now broken. Tails, seeing the sadness of Chuck, ensures him that he has some devices that can help fix it, and that together they can do it. He also shows him some of the bags of some of the materials he was able to acquire from the drones. After this, we would then see a montage of the two fixing up the shop, and then having a grand reopening. Chuck is grateful to Tails. He even gives him the wheel for free, and says if there's anything he needs, come by and he will help him out. Tails thanks Chuck for all of his help. Later on that evening, outside the garage, Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, Tom, Maddie and Ozzy are all there waiting in front of, well, Tails' invention. Tails presents to the group what he's been working on, as it will help out the team with fighting crime and being heroes. With the help of Unit, the sheet is removed and Tails shows everyone his invention that he calls the Cyclone, aka his vehicle from Sonic Adventure 2. Unit then detects a bank robbery. Sonic tells the group to suit up. Knuckles mentions like the Iron Man, who's made of iron, while smiling, to which Sonic immediately rolls his eyes at what Knuckles just said. Tom and Maddie tell the group to be careful and wave their goodbyes. The group then heads off to San Francisco through a ring portal. Unbeknownst to them, when they leave, an egg drone is watching them as they depart, and it seems to be spying on them. However, it then retreats and informs a gun soldier who's surprisingly in Green Hills, watching over the entire thing. And who is this soldier, you may ask? Pulls down his mask to reveal to be Agent Stone, who's watching over the entire thing with a sort of look of annoyance. But at the same time, he knows what's coming.